Get ready for a hot and wild ride with Toho's biggest purist. In a brand new straight-to-YouTube series, Godzilla Fans Gone Wild. Join these steamy kaiju fans as they get down and dirty in that way that will make the kaiju in you go. They're dumb, they're brainless, they're all-knowing, and they are hot and single. They're Godzilla Fans Gone Wild.
Hello, this is William, the official AI of E.T.N. It has been a very long time since we have done a video about the underscrotum of the internet, better known as the Godzilla fanbase. It has been years since we have had to make an episode. During that time, the Godzilla fanbase has seen an influx of new fans. And with that, a growing presence of idiotic retards. But I know what you are thinking, William, retards are already idiots. And I say to you, no. There are retards, then there are Godzilla fan retards, or as I like to call them, G-tards. And to be more specific as not to offend the good fans, I specifically mean the Twitter, X and YouTube comment section keyboard knights.
Warriors rise, it's time for war. Sharpen your axes, man of steel.
Who have nothing better to do than to take these movies too seriously, or to harass content creators like Unknowingly, who I am happy to see is doing videos again. But onto these G-tards, which will be their designation going forward. The Toho purists seem to be back. Now that Toho has done a new movie after 7 years, they were eager to wrap their lips around Toho's cock in order to swallow their latest load of protein milk. Don't get me wrong, -1 is excellent. But the way these Toho purists gushed over the movie was as if they just discovered a woman for the first time. To make matters even funnier, they took this as an opportunity to shit all over the monsterverse. How hard it must have been, how long they must have waited, how bad they were found wanting to have something to say about the monsterverse. 7 long years. 7 years of waiting, 7 years of no pussy, 7 years of Cheeto dust on their right hand, 7 years and 7 million boxes of tissues, as they jerked themselves dry to shin Godzilla. These G-tards should be put in jail for the murder of millions. Actually, come to think of it, they may have been doing society a favor. When will these morons realize that the reason they got Shin Godzilla and Godzilla -1 is because of the success of the Monsterverse? You don't have to like the Monsterverse movies to acknowledge that it has been a positive influence on Toho and the kaiju genre all around. But no, they act as if Toho descended down from kaiju heaven and provided them with a morsel out of their own goodwill, instead of living in reality where it turns out Toho is a business and is striking while the iron is hot so they can make a profit. Now I may get accused of internet bullying as I once was before, but before anyone decides to run with that, let's remind you of the harassment of a young content creator named Unknowingly. That is right, motherfuckers, don't pull that card. Here is a young man who expressed his creative juices to make some entertaining content people engaged with, and what do these cheatards do? Well, they realized they are not as talented, so they decided to shit on this young man to the point he almost quit. I understand it's frustrating when competitions don't exist to see who can eat the most Funyun rings, or who can nut to Shin Gojira or -1 faster. But that doesn't mean you should project your failure or misery on others. Just keep your failure and misery to yourself and continue down your rabbit hole of irrelevance in the real world. Now onto the goddamn 98 Godzilla haters. You G-tards need to move on. We get it, you don't like it, it's been 26 years. It's time to build a bridge and get over it. Do you not realize that G98 actually brought in new fans as well? And that new fans are good for the community and the genre as a whole? How can you call yourself a fan if you actually sabotage the very thing you claim to love because 1 out of 38 movies is not your cup of tea? Think about that for a moment, 1 out of 38 movies. As if you don't have 37 opportunities to enjoy a different variant of Godzilla, but you can't let it go. It's like someone keeps branding your ass cheeks with Zilla's face over and over. You idiots are about as short-sighted as a rhino. The only thing you are good for is making larger tech more money. As you rant and rave on your keyboard so hard, you are replacing them about as fast as your box of tissue. Now finally, onto the rookie G-Tard fans. You know who you are, the ones who are new to the genre, but act like you have been fans for years. Or should I call you out for what you are? Former Marvel and DC fanboys who no longer have a home since superhero movies are on a downtrend, and are now suddenly jumping on the kaiju bandwagon since the genre had a better 2023 than Marvel and DC. Don't bring your shit here. Perhaps if Marvel fans weren't so busy drinking from Kevin Feige's ass fountain, or DC fans weren't busy holding out hope for a good movie other than Wonder Woman, you would have noticed how much fun we were having over here. And don't act like you have always been here. You don't have to lie to make friends. There is nothing worse than being a G-Tard out the gate, other than being a G-Tard out the gate who is lying about being a long-time fan. Just come in, sit down, shut up, learn, and bask in the glory that is the kaiju genre. We don't wear tights and spandex here. So to all you G-Tards out there, like what you like, and let others like what they like. 2023 was the best year the kaiju genre has ever had. And all you can do is bitch, moan, and harass others, because some of the content is not to your liking. Well, your mother may have not told you this, but I will, lads. The world does not revolve around any of you, let alone the entertainment industry. If you continue down this path, you will just eventually kill the very thing you claim to love, by gatekeeping it. I have some suggestions for more constructive things you can do, when a kaiju project releases you don't like. First off, take some of the money you make at your minimum wage job, put 30% in a piggy bank every paycheck. After about 6 months, you should have enough to spend on a prostitute for about 20 minutes. This will release stress and make you see that there is more to life than Godzilla. I highly recommend this activity for the G98 haters, as you have some serious issues. Other activities that G-Tards can partake in is walking and taking in the fresh air. You can travel, though for you lot I would start small. How about a walk to the grocery store to actually buy some meats and potatoes? Slim Jims are not meat. Oh, and don't drive on your travels. It's important that you all get your blood circulating. Other activities include riding a bike, walk a dog, or let the dog walk you, join a rehab center, learn to code, interact with the human race, go to a library, join a weekend self-help program, speed date, spend a weekend at a mental facility, join the neighborhood watch, living out your dreams to becoming a real-life Batman. Build a fort, or build a bunch of fake buildings out of cardboard boxes, then smash them to live out your kaiju fantasy. Or, perhaps the best thing you can do for yourselves and everyone else, is just shut the fuck up, let people enjoy what they enjoy. You enjoy what you enjoy and we all win. If you find this difficult, put yourself on a training regiment of punching your nuts, or sticking a hot poker in your rectum when you feel the need to rage or troll. If all this fails, then make sure to call 1-800-222-I-SUCK-AT-LIFE. Operators are not standing by to listen to your sorry ass.